A very good day to you, Trinidad and Tobago. I am Renata Singh and welcome to Madam Fixit right here on WESN. I've got some good news for you guys on today's show with regard to a couple issues, some updates as well with regard to some situations. It was not fully rectified yet, but it seems to be on the way. I will update you guys in a short bit with regard to that. But for now, let's go to a quick update from the Ministry of Works and Transport. Of course, the mobile unit continues to visit several parts of Trinidad and Tobago, and this is the upcoming list, the dates really, and the different areas that they will be visiting in the next couple of weeks. Toko, Kumana Community Center between the hours of 8:30 a.m. and 2 p.m. That will be on the 17th of March and the 31st of March, as well as Mayaro Civic Center, 8:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. on the 23rd of March, and Carenage Fish Fry Facility, 8:30 a.m. to 2:15 p.m., 29th of March and 12th of April. Of course, as always, at these mobile units, you aren't allowed to do cash transactions. It's links only, as well as you are to walk with a proof of address when you're conducting business at any one of these mobile units. We have some additional updates from the Ministry of Works and Transport. They're advising of some temporary traffic disruption between Caroni South Bank Road and Chin Chin Road. This is to facilitate rehabilitation works, which will be conducted from Thursday 17th March to Thursday 24th of March between the hours of 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. Of course, traffic during this period will be limited to a single lane within the section of the work zone, as well as moderate periods of traffic stoppage. Of course, as always, you are advised to proceed with caution and observe all directional signs and barriers when you're if you're utilizing that area. Of course, if you can find an alternative route, that is always a good idea. We have some updates as well. Last day on the show here, that was Wednesday, someone would have called us highlighting a situation that's going on St. Lucian Road with regard to a growing pothole. I'll call it a growing pothole. A couple of weeks ago, like the caller would have indicated, some works was done to that road, and not very long after it started showing this pothole. Yeah, this is the pothole. Now, the update that I got, now of course the caller would have alerted us of the situation. Of course, it's taking up most of that particular lane, and it causes traffic, very inconvenient for persons that have to pass by on that road, using that road. Is very, very unfortunate. Now, the person indicated that WASA came and they tried to do a quick fix, which was putting some, well, they're saying some mud into the space. Now, of course, the leak continues, so you're just literally seeing a muddy puddle of water there, I'm guessing. Now, of course, like the call indicated, this hole is quite deep, and well, they're not, drivers, etc., damages their vehicles if they ever have to go into that hole. Of course, persons are advised, and if you are passing on this route, please avoid going into this pothole. I'm not sure how deep it is. It can cause serious damages to your vehicles, which of course we don't want to happen, because compensation for these things is a whole other story. Very, very unfortunate. Of course, persons here on the show, they always call, highlight, and sending us video footage and photos, etc., of potholes all across Trinidad and Tobago. And of course, the question always is compensation. Are we going to be compensated for shocks and other damage that's being done to our vehicles? It's an ongoing conversation. Of course, there isn't any provision that I'm aware of for persons to get compensated if something should go wrong with their vehicles. It's usually on the person, the vehicle to fix, etc. So I hope this situation can be rectified. It seems to be something with WASA. I have reached out to them. I'm waiting on a reply from WASA with regard to this leak. As well as several other issues. On the show last, it would have been Wednesday, I would have pulled up the emails and told you guys the last time that I have had correspondence with WASA with regard to several issues that is outstanding, that has not been dealt with. Of course, persons continue to call here on the show asking if I have updates. I have been reaching out to them. I even tried calling up to last Wednesday as well as yesterday. Still no answer from WASA. I'm not sure what's going on. At least again, and I always come here on the show and say a response would be nice. A response, let us know what's going on. I mean, some of these issues are going on well over since September. So that's about 7 months. The persons have been going through these things, different situations with regard to leaking lines as well as connection, etc. for a very long time previous to when they had highlighted it here on the show. So a response would be nice. Please, WASA, I'm begging on behalf of these people. They are distressed. They are stressed out by, your lack of response with regard to their very urgent situations. Water is a necessity. It's something that we need and require to live day to day. So it's, of course, an inconvenience when you're living in a place and you pay your, all your bills, etc., or whatever fee there is to be paid with regard to getting connection and stuff like that, and you have to be waiting 2-3 years. It's very, very unfortunate. That a response at least cannot be given. So I'm begging you, please. There are about 3 persons that have reached out to us over the past couple of months, specifically regarding connection. Of course, I know I have passed on several complaints with regard to leaks, etc. But specific to the connection problem, about 3, I can't remember offhand, that I had forwarded to you. Of course, they had received, I believe one was from Laventil, one in the San Fernando area, and one from Valencia. Those were the 3 areas with regard to those connection problems. But please, these people have been waiting years, months. It's becoming a bit, I don't want to say an inconvenience. It has been an inconvenience for a very long time. So please, can we have these matters looked into? If there is a problem in terms of why it's not being dealt with, please let us know, let the people know as well, so that they can, try to figure out a way. I mean, not being told or being kept in a loop is, putting these people on additional strain. Of course, they have to resort to purchasing water. And yes, I say purchasing water. Of course, we know we're not supposed to be doing that, but that's what people have to resort to doing, buying truck-borne water, $900. That shouldn't be. Anyways, guys, we're going to go to a quick break. When we come back, we'll continue those numbers on the screen for you to call, 622-9338 and 623-9376, as well as you can feel free to send us WhatsApp messages. Let us know what are your problems are you having in your various communities, if it's potholes, road problems, problems with WASA, problems with various problems that people call here on the show with, right? But call us, let us know. We'll be right back.
Gift giving during a lockdown can still be hassle-free with a gift from FanZone with delivery options available nationwide. Visit and browse our Facebook and Instagram pages for all your official licensed merchandise and apparel and have it delivered to your door. Find us on Facebook and Instagram. FanZone, we've got you covered.
The best for your baby is at thebesttoys.com. From the best strollers, car seats, baby carriers, high chairs, booster seats, rockers, jumpers and bouncers, walkers, baby blankets, feeding accessories, bathtubs. Visit us in-store at Forces Flagship McLean. Shop online now at thebesttoys.com. Order via call or WhatsApp at 332-BABY. And remember, we have the best toys at the best prices.
Pretend we're in darkness and you love me.
We Comedy Jam Season 3 is finally here.
Trinity people, just give you the landmarks you don't need. On the right hand side, you'll see a standpipe. I put on this pee on that standpipe.
Tell me COVID is a red girl, yes? I have no money.
Tune in to WESN every Monday from 8 p.m. to hear your favorite comedians bring you the laughs.
So from above the waist, Indian, but below the waist, still Indian. So.
That's not all. Catch us for a repeat every Thursday.
Waste a little bit of wrinkle when you're steamy, right? You know what I mean?
We Comedy Jam, only on WESN, your content capital.
It may seem like the hardest thing to do right now, but we all need each other to wear a mask, wash our hands, watch our physical distance, and stay at home. We need you safe. Together we can make the difference. Together we can curb the spread of COVID-19. So let's be responsible in our actions. The Trinidad and Tobago Red Cross Society. Mission-based, people-focused, community-driven.
Welcome back to Madam Fixit again. You can call those numbers on the screen, 622-9338 and 623-9376, or you can send us a WhatsApp number, 366-9376. But for drivers, I have some updates for you. If you believe you have been wrongfully ticketed, the Ministry of Works and Transport, they're prepared to allow you to contest that ticket, and you can do so via this website, contest.ttlawcourts.org. Within 15 days of being issued your ticket to schedule the date for your court hearing. Again, that website, contest.ttlawcourts.org, and the stipulated amount of time is 15 days after being issued your ticket. Now, you can find this information, detailed listing on the Ministry of Works and Transport, their website, as well as their social media. I have some updates for you guys. A couple months ago, it's been months. It's since last year. I know last year, I think probably around December, I would have highlighted an issue with regard to some land slippage coming off. Let me see if I could explain this properly. San Fernando flyover on the northbound coming off by Taruba there. The highway, that ramp, it started to have a landslip. Of course, I had highlighted it here on the show. And this morning I was passing there, and some good news is, I believe we have some footage of it, is that they're starting to fix it. So I'm glad that they're paying attention to it now. This is a bit of the works that has been started over there, because of course it would have caused a very, very big inconvenience if this road had become impassable. And the way how the land was slipping, I mean, the last time I would have highlighted it, it would have been back in December. This was it. It became a lot worse than this. So I'm glad that we could report here on the show today that they've, started works on that. I'm not sure, they had not advised on their social media or anything like that of works in terms of this and the work zone, etc. So I was unable to give you a heads up before, but it had not caused any sort of traffic or anything like that early this morning when I was passing there. However, please, again, it's a work area, so proceed with caution as always. Exercise the proper caution when passing there. I'm not sure if the traffic situation has changed or what's going on there, but that's the update. So I'm just keeping you guys in the loop with regards to that. The Princestown Licensing Office, they're advising of some rescheduled appointment dates. Persons who had previously scheduled licensing appointments during the period Friday 14 January to Monday 24 January are reminded of their new appointment dates listed before. Of course, we would have spoken about this here on the show back in January when they had initially put out this notice, but again, this is just a reminder. If your previous appointment date was Friday, January 14th, your new date is Monday, 21st of March. If your previous appointment date was January 17th, your new date is March 22nd. If your previous appointment date was January 18th, your new date is March 23rd, and this is specific to the Princestown Licensing Office. January 19th, your new date is March 24th. January 20th, March 25th is your new date. January 21st, March 28th is your new date, as well as January 24th, March 29th is your new date of appointment. Of course, to complete any transactions, you must provide proof of your original scheduled appointment at the the licensing office. Rescheduled appointments will be based on your previously allocated time. So it's the same time that you had before. It's just on these new dates. Again, you can check out their website. That is mowt.gov.tt for this detailed listing of your new appointment dates. If you need any information, of course, you can always contact the licensing office directly if you have any queries or anything you'd like to find out specific to that. Of course, again, the ministry, several ministries, and I have to keep reminding you guys of this because the time is coming very soon, March 31st. A lot of these ministry issued checks are going to become void. Let me see, Ministry of Education, they had advised previously about this. Checks issued during the period, the 1st of October to the 30th of September, will become void on the 31st of March. Of course, there is a listing on their website, so you can check that out for details, as well as there's a listing, a full, long listing of names the Ministry of Education had issued with regard to payees of these uncashed checks. The Social Development and Family Services as well, they have issued a list. Again, if you're in possession of uncashed checks between it was issued between October 1st and September 30th, it will become void if not uncashed by March 31st, as well as I believe there is one other, let me see, the Ministry of Finance, which is to advise, right, this is the last one. Again, the same period of time, the various ministries, they have advised. Again, if you have checks in your possession from these various ministries, please, again, you can, it's going to become void March 31st, so pay attention to that. There's the detailed listing with your name, etc. if you want to go check that out on their various websites and social media. You guys can continue to call those numbers on the screen, 622-9338 and 623-9376. We're going to go to another short break. When we come back, we continue to highlight your problems and issues. We'll be right back.
Simone, in these times, things are very difficult. Life has changed dramatically.
Many people have experienced mental health issues for the first time. So people who have just managed to keep anxiety at bay are experiencing a lot of anxiety now.
I am talking with another one of the major pillars of the women's senior national team. Her name is Rhea Belgrave. She's actually center defense. Rhea is now part again of the CONCACAF preparation for the World Cup 2023. What's up, Doc? Tuesdays and Thursdays here on WESN, Content Capital.
Politics? What is it? Is it that nobody cares about sports?
The kind of support that sport used to get in the past is no longer here.
The thing is, taking a knee doesn't mean that that's the only thing you're doing on it.
Right.
Taking a knee along with other stuff.
Samantha, what are you looking forward to when you return home to Trinidad and Tobago after winning the title?
Thank you very much for speaking it into existence.
Is it no pressure on Nicholas Paul?
It makes me more motivated to work hard and to go out there and rep the white and black.
Why are we sending a team to the Winter Olympics?
There are a number of Trinbagonians who are in the diaspora and have grown up in winter sport. It's an opportunity that the Trinidad and Tobago Olympic Committee will not close the door on.
I also believe in the players that we have. Once you can motivate the players, you can get the best out of them.
Welcome back to Madam Fixit. You can call those numbers on the screen, 622-9338 and 623-9376. We have a call on the line from Arima. Good day, Arima. How are you doing? Hello.
Good morning.
Hi, good morning. How are you doing?
I'm okay. I'm good.
All right. So tell me what's going on.
All right. I resigned from my job in 2005, right?
Mm-hmm.
I've been paying contributions to NIB since the inception. But I understand in recent years, they have increased the amount from 3,000 to in excess of 3,000 for people who exceeded the 750 contribution.
Mm-hmm.
I called on another program, and the guy said, well, there's nothing he could do about it. So I'm reaching out to you and see if, like, for myself and others who resigned, I don't know what year this new system was implemented.
So is it that
for a
you're...
guy like me and others who resigned before that year, I want to know if we have like a retroactive payment or something of this sort. Thank you very much.
Oh, hold the line. Let me take your information. I need to get your full name, your date of birth, as well as your contact number, so I could call you if I need any additional details, right? But hold the line. We'll take that information off air.
Sure.
I will definitely do some follow-up with regard to that situation. I may have to call you for some additional details with regard to that. Someone had reached out to us with regards to a problem they've been having. They're saying that there has been no medicine in the health centers or San Fernando Hospital Pharmacy for the past 2 months. Only metformin are available. They have checked Saparia Penal database in Madeline to San Fernando as well for heart medication. I think I would have to call that person for some additional details. If you're listening on, please give us a call on those numbers. I'd like to get some additional details with regard to that situation, as well as I will look into it for you. That's very alarming. We have some updates for you. Some persons have reached out to us with regard to no water, no surprise, right? No water in several areas, San Rafael, as well as Kumoto Trace, as well as Prisal, 9 days without water. Do we have a call on the line? All right, so we have, let me see, Prisal as well. They're saying that every few hours, once every 12 days, they get water. Of course, this is a problem ongoing in several parts of Trinidad. However, I saw WASA, they did an update. I'm going to give you that update shortly after this call. We have a caller from Kuva. Good day, Kuva. How are you doing?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing?
Are you okay? Thank you.
All right. You tell me what's going on.
I am calling about Caroni 1975 Limited. Since 2003 we finished work and we get a visa package with the land and so forth. And up to now, we have get our land, which is the residential area.
You have not been allotted the land as yet?
No.
Okay. No. Did you try contact? Who did you speak with?
Yeah, I called them numerous times. I called them.
Who is this you called?
First time and not getting on to them. And when I do go,
who did you call? Yeah, go ahead.
Get ready yet, and they ain't ready yet, and all of that.
But who did you speak with?
Well, there's a lot of them down in the office and in Caroni down there. I really don't know their name really.
Caroni? All right.
Yeah, Caroni 1975 Limited in the office.
Okay, so you went to that office to get an update.
Yeah, I went there many times.
And they're just saying that it's not ready.
They ain't ready, and they ain't ready. But the thing about it is they are ready. But they have people calling and ask if we selling the land.
Okay.
If we want to sell land.
Okay. All right. But how would you sell land that you have not been allotted?
Well, this is it. the plot is in exchange 2.
Exchange number 2?
Yeah, exchange 2. Yeah.
All right. So you are aware of where the location, the general location is?
Yeah, I know the exact lot, but
Right.
I know the location.
All right, no problem. I'm just trying to understand it, yeah? What I would do is... Go ahead.
Is many of us, not only I alone, is a lot of people ain't really get the land yet.
So, you know, I mean, you may not be able to answer a specific number, but on average, just from what you know, how many persons is being affected by this?
Yeah, it's a good bit because not too long we had a little protest down the road down there.
And then nothing came out of it?
And nothing. And you're calling them, they're giving your number, you're calling them, they are answering the phone. When you go, they're telling you a different story. But what really I get into is how they and ready and other people calling us and asking me if we want to sell the land.
Yeah, how would they have your information? It's a bit puzzling. All right, so here's what. Caller, hold the line. I want to take your information, your full name, as well as your contact number. I want to give you a call after the show to get some details before I reach out to them, because it's a bit strange, especially that you're saying that persons have been calling you guys asking if you're selling lots of land that you've not even been allocated.
Well, this is it.
Yeah, all right. So hold the line. We'll take the information from you off air.
All right. Okay.
Alrighty, so I want to highlight a situation that's been going on Gattaca Street in Port of Spain. And I know we have some photos of it, yeah. This is literally in the middle of the road. And this has been like this for several weeks, I want to say months, just being left there. I saw, someday I was passing on the street and I saw WASA, someone from WASA, representative from WASA, just, you know, looking at it. They were walking around it. I'm not sure what they were looking for, but still, nothing ever came out of the situation. These two barrels still continue to be placed literally in the middle of the streets. Of course, this is an area that persons, a lot of vehicles would use on a daily basis, and it's an inconvenience and dangerous as well when you have to try maneuvering this eyesore in the middle of the street. So I'm not sure what WASA is waiting on. I'm unsure what they came to look at. I really, I don't know what the issue is going on here. I'm going to reach out to them and try to figure out if they are going to fix it soon. Because again, this is in the middle of the road. I have some additional updates I was going to give you guys from WASA itself before we took that call. Of course, I was telling you guys of several places around Trinidad. They're still complaining of not receiving a regularized supply of water. They're getting water every 12 days, 9 days, etc. The San Rafael booster station, the Ministry of Public Utilities had issued a statement with regard to this booster station. It was officially commissioned sometime recently. I believe we have some photos of it. I think it was yesterday. The project was commenced late October 21st, and I believe, so it was open. So that's some good news. They're saying that over 10,000 persons in Lower Brazil and San Rafael will receive an improved water supply due to the successful completion of this project. This project takes the total number of projects successfully completed across the country to 22, and the number of persons who have benefited to just over 94,000 persons. But 94,000 persons, but yet still we have a lot of persons. I mean, that is good news. I'm not discounting the fact that that's good news for those persons that reside in this area and would have been experiencing water issues. But we can't forget the persons that have been dealing with issues, WASA, for years and months, and have been pleading and begging with you to take them on. Yeah, so although this is good news and I'm glad to share it with you guys, let's not forget the thousands of persons all around the country that continue to suffer from not being able to have regularized supply of water. They, have to dodge holes because of leaking lines, etc. Someone had called us here recently on the show and said, the leaking lines, etc. It caused, of course, potholes, and she's elderly and she has had to try to maneuver, try to walk at the side of the road, and she ended up falling. So yeah, it's all these issues that people are dealing with. I hope I can get a response from WASA pretty soon. I'm begging, pleading, please respond to me, respond to the people who have been reaching out to you as well. Anyways, guys, that's how we wrap things up here this week. It has been a pleasure coming and spending this time with you guys. You can stay connected with us on Madam Fixit via that WhatsApp number 3669376. I'll see you guys right here on WESN on Monday. Until then, stay safe.